Alright, this one was a wild finish. I won on time with zero.1 seconds left. And we're going to look at the whole game because it's not a clean game. We did not use this time to our advantage. So let's just get right into it. We have a French defense e6, b6. And this is what I play against e6, b6. I'm not sure if it's the #1 line, but it's a line I have trouble with a lot when I play e6, b6, so I decided to play that. He does this turtle, 2 knights in the middle formation, and I decided to push this pawn because I'm trying to bait what he does right here, d5, even though he could have just went like knight to g6 or something here, and then like I basically have to take because he just have too much pressure on this pawn, right? But he does d5, blocking out his own bishop, and that was what I wanted. That was the positional concession I needed. And also, if this pawn ever moves, like, boom, this is a hole for the knight, and that's just going to be really annoying for him. So I decide, in my immaculate 1000 ELO wisdom, is that I'm going to attack with f4 and try to attack his pawn this way, okay? So he plays g6, which really messes him up, because it allows queen f3, and this is just going to be a problem, right? This is threatening mate. You pretty much have to do this, or give up the knight or something like that to put the pawn here to, like, block. But, like, I mean, there's, like, yeah, I think that's what you have to do. Knight f5, actually. But after bishop captures, e captures e6, and things get a little awkward. So, just had to look at the computer lines there. See, I'm bad at this game. I can't even, like, analyze it properly. But I just tunnel vision on my f4 plane and blunder all that advantage away. He fianchettos his bishop, and I decide to play this move to try to just control the queen side. And now, boom, c5. I blow all my advantage this time. I don't know why I played this. Like, that was just a horrible move. I guess I wanted to defend the pawn with the queen. But knight to b5 is way better because the knight going here just holds this pawn in place, which is what I'm trying to do right now. So I do this, and now I'm holding the pawn in place with the queen instead of the knight, which would be like the knight is just more useful holding stuff in place. And also, if the knight was here, it could jump over to this hole and be annoying. Anyway, I play some more bad moves, and we trade. Now I push my knight in the middle, and boom, I thought I had a royal fork, and as soon as I played this move, I knew I just blew it. His bishop is right there, and I just got so excited that I just, my brain just turned straight off, and now I'm gonna pretty much be in a losing position the whole rest of the game because of it. We do the trade, and I block with my knight, but this just allows him more advantage that he misses. The computer's telling him to attack over here. Trade the knight, and I move this pawn up so I can move the bishop here to attack the mid pawn. Not that it's going to do anything, but it just gets it off the back line. Now he goes to double stack his rooks, which allows me to take this pawn, but then he goes rook f to c8, and I blunder the game trying to protect the bishop. I had to play rook b2 and defend the second rank here. But instead, I decided to try to hold everything with the bishop and pretty much lose the game because he finds the punishing move, rook c2. And now my queen has to babysit this pawn because it's almost checkmate. And then, like, it could just get really awkward. So I go here to try to, like, offer a trade of queens. But even still, he could have won the queen if he didn't trade. And this is a move nobody saw. And that's queen to d7. And now my queen is just awkwardly placed because, like, no matter where I move it to still try to defend this pawn, he goes rook here, and that's that bishop-rook combination, and it's just going to be nasty, so I have to give up the queen for both of them. And my position is so bad that he just converts with the pieces. So my bishop and rook aren't going to do a whole lot versus this queen there. So that would be the best move, actually, just give up the queen to the bishop. But let's see what actually happened to the game. Can't even, like, use the chess.com UI properly. What happened in the game is we traded queens. Now he goes to try to put another rook on the second rank, which he does, but that gives me just enough, like, it makes him lose all his attackers, basically, and I can just survive. So, the computer wanted him to keep attacking stuff, like rook e3 attacks this pawn, it's push pressure here, you know. And then if I push this pawn up to defend it with the bishop, now that pawn falls if his rook was right there, right? So, we trade, and I decide to defend the pawn for no reason and blunder the game again. The eval bar is getting quite the workout. All I had to do was a tactic that I found in a couple moves. So after I played this bad move, now I found the tactic. Rook to c1, and this is a checkmate because the pawn covers this square. So he has to defend that, but it's actually not a checkmate because he has his bishop. So he takes a pawn because it's not checkmate, but then I have rook to c7. Now his bishop is under attack, but his bishop also has to babysit this square. So he plays the only move, bishop a6, rook captures a7, and now his bishop and back rank are under attack. He plays bishop c8, and I choke yet again. I should have played rook a8 pinning. I don't know why I didn't. But I figured like his rook like going back here wouldn't be that much of a problem. I can just do this. But his rook does go back there. Okay, and then I go for a repetition here. My logic is actually as of this move, as of the end of the repetition, I don't know why I took 5 seconds on this move, but I have 15.8 seconds left, and he has 33 when he plays this h5, breaking the repetition. Now I have 15.8 seconds left, and yeah, I have to survive, but it's going to be really hard. He can just like pre-move a bunch of stuff, and I have to be able to like not throw the game. So I attack his bishop, and then I move my bishop over here. Checks, goes back, and he, maybe this was a mouse slip, but he just goes back here, and maybe he was trying to play a little time. I have 6 seconds left. Check the king and take the bishop. King goes over here, and I go bishop f8 to try to go bishop here and deliver a checkmate like this. But he sees it and plays g5, giving his king the escape square. I have 4.1 seconds left. Move the bishop, 2.2 seconds, check. Move the king up, 0.9 seconds left. And he took that, and with 0.9 seconds, I played this, 0.2 seconds left, and I pre-moved rook to h6, and he timed out, and I won the game with 0.1 seconds left. Obviously, and neither of us earned that W with how we were playing, but that was a crazy game that came down to the wire.